name's Riley, as you know. My business here is in Virginia Beach, and I own Ray Collective. It's a spray tan studio, and I am a certified Bronze Boss educator. Last year, about this time, I certified Brynna, and she's gonna tell you a little about her experience and how it went and everything, and how her business is currently going, especially now that we're coming up on a year, which is crazy. So, Brynna, I'm gonna have you introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Brynna Burchett, and like Riley said, a newish spray tanning artist, new to the year, I guess. I live in Ivor, Virginia, and I'm strictly mobile, so I go to clients' homes instead of having a storefront. So, yep.
Awesome. And then which Bronze Boss course did you take?
I did three. I did the business of bronzing, the science of sunless, and the artistry of application.
Just a little more, like, tell me like about why you wanted to start a spray tan business.
So I live in a very small town, and I've always gotten spray tans. I actually before, in college and really before college, like in high school, I guess my summer year of high school, I worked at a tanning salon about 30 minutes from me, and I just learned a lot about the business side of things, a lot about sunless tanning, and I've just kind of had that little background. And then I feel like there's no one in my area that does spray tanning. Like I said, I had to travel 30 minutes just to go to work. And I figured I'm not the only person that has to feel this way. I feel like a lot of other people that are like me or in my area could really benefit from a mobile spray tanning business. So I kind of had that thought like playing around in my head, like especially with COVID and everything going on and happening or happened a couple years ago, but I didn't start till this year. But I was like, what can I do? Something unique, something that will really bring that this sort of industry to more people, so they don't have to travel as far as I did.
For
So,
sure. No, which is
mhm.
awesome. And then there are a lot of training programs out there. What made you pick Bronze Boss?
It wasn't until I actually got a spray with you for a wedding that my friend recommended you to do. She actually wanted all of her bridesmaids to come to you and do it. And I'm very glad that I did. So I learned a lot with you about it. And I kind of told you a little bit about my background and what I knew and what I thought. And you were like, well, I teach this course and you should really look into it. And I really gave it some thought. And honestly, I had some things in my life kind of occur. Like I had some family members that got really sick and ended up passing away. So I kind of had to put it on the back burner until I was able to really get my mind right and do it and have the time to really put into this. And I called you or I texted you or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I think it might have been a DM. I was like, I'm ready. I think I'm going to do it. So I'm really glad I did. Really blew me away with what y'all had to offer. So
And tell me more about your training experience with Bronze Boss. I know you also did, because we did the hybrid option. So you did one class with Jordan, and then you did two of the online classes with me, and then you did in person, of course, with me. So tell me a little bit more about like your experience and like how that looked, especially like working with like different artists and then like doing the in person.
it was great. I mean, I loved like I'm a hands-on person and I mean, you can study a book and you can read all day long and try to process what's going on and I think my background in the salon industry kind of gave me a little bit of I don't want to use the term like leverage, but I guess it made me more comfortable kind of having a little bit of idea of what I was getting into. And I'd always wanted to like physically do the spraying itself, like the application and things like that. I think before I was kind of nervous, like starting my own business and getting on my own 2 feet and just not and having any clue, how to even go about where to start. And before that was kind of nerve wracking, but then talking with you and talking with Jordan, it was a very comfortable atmosphere. Like, and I think during this course, I felt like any question I had wasn't like silly or it was kind of like a fail safe environment. And it was just a lot of information. So during the process, I felt more comfortable. And then we got to the hands on portion. And I know I was a little nervous with the first couple people because, it was helpful having you there to kind of like, if I missed anything or anything like that, you were like, okay, it's not a big deal. And then you would guide me in the right direction. So the hands on made me very very confident that okay, practice makes perfect. I can get this, and I did. So it was good having both in person and online options.
And then of course, like you have access to me as a mentor, which I feel like you really utilize, not in like a negative way or anything.
No,
But
no.
I try to always be available to all of my trainees, but I think it helps that like you are local, same time zone type of deal. But it's just
Mhm.
like with modern technology, it's so easy to like send like a DM or a text and like answer a quick question type of deal. I'm pretty much always available, which is nice.
You
Like
are?
you sent me a text the other day. I was like walking around Target and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, here's the answer.
Uh,
Is it, of course, something you would recommend to others looking to start their own spray tan business?
Absolutely. I don't, without, I literally blow your phone up more than I should, probably. I feel like, at least, because anything that goes wrong, or not even necessarily goes wrong, but just like remembering, or a technique or something, or some type of solution, or just, I want to continue to grow. And I feel like you've been incredibly helpful with that. Even Jordan, I mean, being states away, like I've texted her a couple of times too. And I think with being in the Sunless community through Bronze Boss really opens up that door to, like, we're all on the same page. We all want each other to win, and we want each other to grow. And just, I feel very comfortable and confident that that is something that this business gave me, was allowing me to reach out to you at any time and not feel like a bother. I know every time I text you, I'm like, I'm really sorry, no rush, because it's not, but I do appreciate it, because I mean,
No, I mean, like I said, it's always like quick questions, and like that's what we're here for, and that's like why we offer this type of program and everything. It's never like anything over the top. I know like when you first started, it was like more in depth questions, and like
yeah,
that's why for like the mentorship on top of our certification because there are so many questions, especially like starting your business and everything. Just so like others know too, like Brynna, you're about like what, like 45 minutes, like an hour away from me. So like we not like
yeah,
we could potentially be competition, but like we don't look at it that way. Like I always like whenever I have brides like reaching out from like your area or like your side of the water, I'm always like, oh yeah, like here you go. Like so you don't like have to travel an hour to get to a spray tan. Like it's
right.
so much easier and nice to like refer to people, especially like when we are so busy and can't take mobile tans. You are mobile, and a lot of my clients like look for that. So that's nice too, like to have other people like in my like immediate area, our immediate area to like refer out to and everything.
Like where I live, like you said, it's such a small town, such a small area, and I try, we don't look at each other as competition. And I know there's been instances where another certified tanning artist was in a bind, and she was 2 hours from me, and like almost 4 or 3.5 hours from you, and I would go get something for her that she left at a client's house and meet her halfway. And that's just the support that I think that small businesses need to have with each other. It's just lifting each other up, and we want to see each other succeed. So that's huge.
Definitely. What wins have you had in your sunless business so far? It's been a year, right? Like we did this
Um,
in February, March, like
yeah, it'll be a year in March is when I
March.
like
Okay.
speaking clients. I would say a lot of wins. I think just me jumping out, putting myself out there and actually starting this. I think social media and marketing and word of mouth, and people have just been so positive and have really helped me in that way. And I think financial freedom is another huge win for me. I know that's like one of the goals that I had, and I want to become debt free. And just, this is such a great side hustle to have. And I work full time, so this isn't my main source of income, but it's great because I can make my own schedule with this. And like I said, I'm working full time, working during the day. I only spray in the evening, so I'll get off and I'll go take a couple clients here and there. And it's just been great. I think I've sprayed, I think, like, over, I counted the other day, it was like over 120 clients. And that's may
Awesome.
not seem like a lot, but for me,
I
like,
mean, for you working full time and taking clients, like, you're not getting off till I know you get off a little earlier because you work earlier, but even then, like getting off like 4 or 5 o'clock and then going and taking more clients plus drive time, like that's super impressive.
yeah, I'm
And
very
not
proud of
even not even at a year yet. That's impressive.
yeah.
What is one big goal that you have for yourself this year, 2024?
One big goal I have is I want to engage more on social media. I want to, double my followers. I want to get my name out there more and just grow and be more successful than I was this past year. I know you said one, but I do have
Oh,
two.
you're fine.
The other one is just being more familiar with the business side of things. I know I took the business of bronzing, and that was incredibly helpful, and it made it much easier, and it made me feel a little bit more comfortable, because I was a biology major. I knew nothing about business at all, and I didn't think that I could do it really. And I can do it. And with the help of y'all and the help of that class, it really showed me that it's not that scary. But I know I want to dedicate more time to really elevate and make the most of that. So the business side of things, and then more social media engagement.
Awesome. No, that's good. Social media is like a huge thing, especially, I mean, probably all over, but I feel like especially in our area, like
Mhm.
everyone just like finds everything through social media. Like everything is social media or like word of mouth. Like I'm like, oh, like I need to do this, I need to do that. Like and they're like, no, I just found you on like social media, like scrolling. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to be more present on social media. That's awesome. And then anything else you'd like to share about your experience with Bronze Boss or your business?
Honestly, I'm very thankful and very glad to have the opportunity to take the course. It really has changed me. It's made me grow as a person. It's let me step out of my comfort zone, doing things I didn't think that I would really do. And, going to people's homes and meeting clients and networking. And I've met great people doing this so far. And I want to continue to do that. And I want to thank you for all of your support and your help and for being a wonderful mentor. And I know every time I need a spray tan, I'll come to you because I can myself, which maybe one day, but I don't know. But no, I just want to take the time to really show my appreciation because this course has definitely made a positive impact on me for sure.
That makes me so happy to hear. And I appreciated that too. You were definitely like in like 2023, you were like definitely one of like the best like trainees to have because you had experience like in the tanning industry and then like me like being able to like show you the ropes and it's like, oh, this is like what we do now and like this is how to make it better. Like this is how to start your own business instead of working for someone else too. So it's like cool to like be able to like show you those side of things too. Like instead of like working for someone else, like this is how you can work for yourself, which
Mm-hmm.
is like really awesome and like gives you, like you said, that financial freedom and everything and being able to create your own schedule. And then last thing, where everyone can find you on Instagram or your website.
Yeah, so my Instagram is glowbbgo. I'm wearing a shirt. Actually, I did merch this year too, so that was another win. I forgot to mention I made like hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. I love seeing people just all over the place where I live. They're like, I'll see the shirt that I have. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool.
That's
But
so
anyway,
cute.
so Glow BB Go on Instagram. I have a Facebook page also, Glow BB Go, and it's LLC. I have a website. You can reach me anytime or book online. It's glowbbgo.com. And then my email is glowbbgo@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you so much. It's so nice like catching up and everything. Thank you again for doing this and for
Sure.
training me last year. And I hope you have a great 2024.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.